And so August is about to come to an end here in Riverbend Springs. We've had a great month. A lot of stuff got done. But one big mod came out that we are going to definitely buy for the farm, and that is, I gotta find it, give me a second. The placeable shed. Or this is the mechanic. And what I want here is this little box, if you've seen it before, allows us to make changes like wheels and stuff on the tractor. That's okay if it overlaps. I want it right there. And what this does is it's expensive, but it allows us to put different tires on, repair our tractors here on the farm without having to go to the shop. You know, the shop's not far, but I do prefer this. So, there we go. And now I've walked back to the shop, and I need to get my motorcycle home. If I'm not mistaken, I just leased this, but we'll keep it for a couple days and see if it comes in handy. Sometimes it is nice just to have a quick moving vehicle that you can get around with. Does this have brights? No, it does not. This weather sucks. Look at the graphics though. That is, admittedly, the rain looks amazing. It's like real rain. They do have a wheelie mod out for this bike. Well, for all vehicles. I did not get it yet though. I'm thinking about it. Depends on how much we use the bike, but this is nice to be able to get around. Kind of is giving me my summer car vibes. All right, so we're going to call it a night and are going to move on to September once I find my house. Not here. Nope. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hello, house. In real life, I don't think you'd leave that thing outside, but there you go. All right, let's go to bed. See you in the morning. Yeah, so $40 for the lease. Not a bad thought. Not a bad thing. What do we got to do today? Let's see how our fields are doing. Somebody was saying that silage isn't worth what it used to be, which is fine. Once again, I'm not looking to make a ton of money. I'm just looking to make some side money from these, and they are not ready. So we're pretty much in for another month of waiting. Let's make sure everybody's got food and water. Oh, the cows still need freaking... Oh, no, I did. Okay, I was smart and did it. Okay. They do need some water, but they don't need a ton of water. How are they doing there? Their health is 53%. I just don't... This should be at like 70% or 80% with the hay. It says 80% in the menu. But maybe because we just woke up, it needs to build up. We'll see what happens during the day. How's this doing? It's got lots of water in it. We don't have any shrooms yet, but they are being produced. And once again, I'm not in a hurry to gather those yet. We'll let them build up for a while, and then we'll just, when their prime month comes in, we'll sell them. Oh, hold on. I came over to check our little chickens, and they got plenty of food. And then they look happy. Over here, though, I did forget about this. We could get rid of this shed and get a little bit of money, but there is something in here. This is what I was talking about. This will help rebuild the museum. Oh, the music is horrible. The grain elevator misses some parts. That's a $10,000 collectible. Can you find all of these? There's 24 parts. And then you also have to rebuild it. Most people don't care. I probably am going to do it. But that just gave us $10,000. Later on, maybe next year, when the money comes flowing in, we will go ahead and eliminate some of these trees and get a little mill and start milling some of the products that we need to, one, build the shed on our property, and two, build the planks and stuff for the grain mill that they're going to rebuild. Some of these trees are not going to be great. Oh, there's a soccer ball in the tree. That's so funny. The little details are nice. But I'm trying to see here. Like this tree would be a good candidate right here. This map really does not have many things in the way of trees, like woodpecker, good growing, like cut down trees. There's one right there. You got 2 on the property. Those are not on the property. How many we got? There's 3. What are these? Are these? They're lodgepole. Okay, 3. There's a telephone pole. We shouldn't cut that down. I mean, that's probably enough to build our shed. Here's another one, 4. So we have 4. As far as I've seen really quick here, we have 4 lodgepole pines. Those are the ones that you're going to want to cut down. If there's 5, I don't know if that's our property or not. I think it is. Pretty sure this is still our property. There's a 5th tree. And that's it. Down this side, we have number 6, 7, 8. So one thing we should do in anticipation, there's 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, there's plenty. We could pull these trees down and then turn those into lots of wood. But in anticipation of that, when we're done mowing this year, there's another one. We should rent a tree planter and go ahead and plant the trees. Now, somebody was saying there's a bug. If you don't go to the second stage of growth, the trees will not stay. I don't know if that's the case or not, but somebody on my channel had said that. I just got to figure out. I think if we plant them, we could plant like a row of them along here, like all the way down. That would be a good place to plant them. And I'm trying to think where else we could put them. This would be the one. This would be the one thing. Just maybe like 1 or 2 pallets of them. But we could plant a nice long row of lodgepole pine. That aspen would work too. And just have enough. That'd be enough wood for it, and then we just keep regrowing that. We could also put some along here. This would be a good spot to put them along this. Oh, yeah. In fact, this is a nice... We could put 2 or 3 rows of lodge poles here and grow on the side of this field. So there we go. So we got some spots to put trees, and I think that we should do that. Now, I don't know. I think it'd take 2 or 3 years to grow, which is, of course, not totally realistic, but you got to make them grow a little faster. But we would... I think that's would be a wise idea for us to do that. So I think that's it for today. Let's go ahead and fast forward to October. So October is here. Let's take a look. We're going to definitely need to water and feed stuff. And I think our grass probably is ready to get mowed. So let's go kind of check out the situation and see what we need to do here. The bees have started to make some honey. That's good. Got all of our hay bales. We've produced no veggies yet, and that's not surprising. Once again, because we've divided it into all the different kinds of veggies, they're not going to happen very quickly because it's making all of them. These, I'm surprised that we don't have any mushrooms yet. How's this doing? Let's see. It's got water. We need to put some more water in there. They come in pallets of 1,000, so one of these is going to pop today. Let's take a look at the cowies. They look like they need food. Yeah, their food's down. They're good, but they need food. And now they're at 100% health. So it's just because we loaded the game. It's weird how the game does that. Like if you load it, you don't get full rewards for your load. It's weird. It's sticking in first gear. That problem came over from 22. Chickens look good. How much feed do they have left? 4,800. Yeah, that's the same as they had yesterday. They're not really eating. They're little, so they don't eat much yet. The grass is ready to mow. I need to make a corporate decision on how we're going to do that, if we're going to use a tractor mount or if I want to get the Macdon and just blow through it. Because the Macdon cuts really fast. That's the nice thing about it. The other issue I need to think about is, do I want to keep this pain in the butt water trailer or get a bigger one? My thought is maybe to trade that in and get the larger one, because the water is not easy to get on this map. There are no like close free areas except for the dock, but it's kind of treacherous. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to probably trade that out and we'll rent a mower. So let's go ahead and do that. Pardon me. I'm going to run over and buy a bigger water trailer. That's going to cost us. It is what it is. Sorry, I don't mean to keep coughing here. Tis the season. I'm not feeling sick, but I am feeling sneezy. All right, so we're going to put some water into here. This will probably take the most. I mean, we'll see how we do, but if this empties out, yeah. Dang it. Those greenhouses are brutal on water, man. They just take so much water. They're worse than the cows. And you'd think cows would take a lot of water, but they don't. Okay, I'm going to run over to the shop. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, so we are here. While we're here, I am going to get the tractor fixed right now here, because we did a lot of work with it, doing the plantings and stuff. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I put it into customize. I don't want to do that. I want to do repair. Ooh, $2,000. Ouch. And this one we're going to sell. I think that was pretty close to what... I think it was only $5,000. So we got most of our money back on that, so that's good. Let's go over here to the sales place and see what they have. We always need to check the local sales. And I think I might just rent a water trailer this year. We need it all the time. We will. Let's see how much it is for rental, because I don't want to spend $17,000. Maybe something will come up used. Let's see, do we need any of these? Not really, no. Let's see here. All right. Ugh, I'm so cheap. I'm just going to buy it, though. We're going to have money from silage. It'll be okay. I don't love spending the extra money, but this thing, you only have to make 1 or 2 trips every couple days, and that'll make life a lot easier. So we're just going to do this. And so I'll be back. I'm going to run back to the farm. All right, I filled it up with water. And now it's on its way up. All filled with water. Let's go feed the animals. Those happy animals. Let's feed the MMOs. I'm feeding the cows with some water. I guess it really isn't feeding them, is it? It's more drinking them. Oh, they're all done. That was fast. And now I'm going to feed the plants with some water. At least we don't have to put manure in anymore. Those are full. I do eventually want to do goats. Oh, like I told you, there's the first pack of shrooms. We have shrooms. Mushroom player. That's it. So the water has been all used up. And now I'm going to run back. Actually, before we go, we should chuck a bale of hay. And honestly, I probably should save some. Oops. $17 doors later. This tractor needs some love too. It's pretty beat. Need to grab a bale of hay and feed it to the cows. Yeah, hay. So I am going to need to make hay too. Ugh. I was thinking I was just going to make... No, what am I doing? I was thinking I was just going to make some silage, but I forgot. We at least one of the fields needs to be a bunch of hay bales. We need a bunch of hay bales. So we should rent everything. So that means I am going to go the cheaper route. I'm not going to rent the Macdon. I'm just going to get implements for the tractor, because with the tractor, we're going to run a mow and a row. We'll see what we got. We'll see what we got available as far as mowers go. But come on, you stink. Pick the frickin' bale up. How many times am I going to hit that dang post? Oops. I don't know if this will take the whole bale. It's been a couple days, so I'd imagine it probably will. Let's see how that's going down. Yeah, it's going to do the whole thing, I think. Maybe not, though. I forget how much it holds. I think it holds like 8,000. So we might have like a little bit left over. No, it goes over. Okay. So I wonder if I put another one in there, if the cows will just munch it down over time. That'd be an interesting thing to test, because before I remember you had to go over and you actually had to touch the bale for the cows to eat it. It would just sit there and it would never change unless you touched it. So I'm hoping that maybe they fix that, and now you can just set this in that new pen thing and they'll eat it out of there. But we'll find out. See that? And we'll just leave this tractor out for now, because we're going to have some hay baling and moving to do today. But let's take a look real quick and see if that whole thing doesn't go in. At least part of it will. The trough is full, and the food is still there. Okay, so we're good. So we got 2,000 left on that one. So let's go over. I'm going to run over to the facility, and I will see you in just a minute. Okay, we've arrived at the shop. I'm realizing I probably brought the wrong tractor for this. Let's take a look and see what they got. Mowing stuff. We got a bunch of different mowers. Ooh, they put the Krone in here now. Interesting. Mows, cuts grass. I'm seeing if there's any specialty mowers. We got a Vermeer. What would be the benefit of using this? Nothing really. That's the big Elo, but that requires... Oh, no, I mean... this, and I think this goes on the front. So that wouldn't work for this, our tractor setup. The Samish ones are pretty cool. But honestly, it just probably comes down to this being the best option for our farm. Or we could do the Macdon. We could... why is this so much more expensive? This goes 6.3. Oh, this is wider. But look at the price difference. So let's just go with this. This is 3.1. That's 3.4. We'll go with the Samish. And that's good. And we're going to lease this. And then for grass work, we got Teddy's. I just need 4.4 because we got a 4.1. So we're going to lease this. And I'll put those, both of those can go on the little tractor. And then we're going to need a windrower. Probably, let's see, once again, staying on the cheaper side of things. I'm going to grab, is that a front-mounted one? That's rear-mounted. We'll just use the Kuhn. So not too much money there. The big expense is going to be the baler. And, of course, I brought the wrong tractor for all of these implements. Okay. I'm going to take the Tedder home, and I'm going to bring back the John Deere and get all the right stuff. So I'll be back once I move the stuff around. Okay, so we're going to park this for now. I'm going to do the work myself. So, and most of it, I don't know that I'll be I'll use the GPS a little bit, but my plan is to quickly, like, I'm going to cross fields here, so I'm not going to go on just one field. I'm going to be, like, mowing all the way down and back, because it doesn't make sense to be, like, doing each field individually. It's all grass. So, yeah. let's get the deer. Dear John. And we'll just pop these arms here. Grab that. There we go. And I'm going to put the hazards on. And we're going to roll over to where? Did I put the... Oh, it's on this side? Really? It is. I thought I put the workshop on the other side, which would have made more sense, but okay. Well, I guess it's by the fuel tank. Let's just see how this works. Does it work? Yes, it does. And you can repair and you can also customize. So this is nice because we can change wheels. I do miss the fact that we no longer have the Midas tires, which are not Midas, the communal tires, the ones that were like the grass mowing tires. But I don't know that these tractors really had those in the first place. But we did, maybe the brand pulled out or something. But those are the Nokian tires were my favorite. Like, they were so aggressive looking. And now they're gone. Long after the thrill of Nokian tires. Anyway, I'll be back. Sorry. Getting weird here. All right, we are arriving at said farm. And we're going to just run down here. Turn this on. Turn this on. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. Yeah, so the MacDon mows at 15, these mow at 9. So you can definitely see why people enjoy the MacDon so much. Oh, but you know what? I don't want to do all of these fields hay. 2 of them I want to do silage, and 2 of them I'm going to do hay. So, dang, that doesn't work out. So here's where we stop. And we're going to lift this and lift that. And turn around, turn around. Drop that, and off we go. So we're mowing 2 fields at a time. All right. So I will get this work done. Since it's not GPS, I probably won't do a video montage, but we'll see. See you in just a minute, folks. So the haymaking is done. We're done with the tether. Not done with the mower, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this tractor on, working on the other field with a worker, not a user, and we're going to start windrowing this field using using our Challenger here. I do have some overlap that I need to take care of first, so I'm going to actually put this guy down on the other field to start. Wrong one. There we go. So let's go down there and we'll hire a worker and let them do it the way that they see fit. They're usually pretty good about it. You do your thing. Hopefully they make nice windrows. We'll see. All right, let me find the Challenger. There it is. Okay. Now the thing that I have to fix is back over here. I'll start unfolding that. There we go. That's going to push it to the right. Okay. Can we change that? Nope. Okay. Turn the rake on. I'd say about here. I need to push stuff out because there's things. Yeah, I'm looking to see where it happened. Where I made turns because I was doing big wide sweeps. I can see it went over into this field a little bit. So we're gonna just make two runs through this field. One here. And then again, coming back and doing the next row over. I'm basically pushing this stuff over to the road, and then this will get mowed separately. And that's about as far up as it goes. So we'll circle around and do one more pass. That should do it. Pull as much as we can out. There's not a huge amount of material over here. I just wanted to get it over on the other side so we can keep it separate from the grass. Keep the hay separate from the grass. We've already paid $27 in wages. All right, so we're going to turn here. And I'm going to go down the sidewalk, and we're going to start making windrows. This is certainly the cheapest way to do it. I still don't know. Well, is it though? Because we're using obviously a worker, and I've got to do this. If I had a bigger tedder or a bigger windrower, it would go a lot faster. But they also cost like 3 times as much. So I'm not sure which is worse. How much, like using up the tractor versus, it's one of those, I think it's probably still cheaper to do it this way than it is to get a big windrower, but we're on a shoestring budget right now because we still have to run a baler, and that's going to be expensive. I think the John Deere baler is currently the only one we have that wraps. So that's going to be the one we rent. Oof. Very bumpy field. Very bumpy hay. It's thick with 2 C's. All right. I'm going to get this done. I will see you guys once I'm finished. We're going to be done pretty quickly here, and I just need to then rent the baler and get started doing the baling. So I will see you guys in just a few moments. First, I wanted to apologize. I realized I had the volume turned down for the start of the grass mowing, so the tractors are probably pretty quiet, and I apologize for that. The worker has gotten finished with this field. Done a pretty good job. I need them to do this field now, and I've got my windrowing done. So let's go ahead and start this and hire a worker. Actually, before we start, we need to get gas pretty bad. Nope. Come back. Let's go ahead and set the mower right here. And I realized after all this fancy stuff, we didn't need to windrow and Ted. Why, you ask? Because, duh. No, but literally because we didn't... the cows eat silage. So I could have just silage wrapped everything and left it at that. I don't know if there's a gas station in town. I see a blue dot. I want to see if that's gas. Let's see here. Probably not. No, it's a sale point. It's a sewing. Wow, this part looks like Amish country in Ohio. This little segment right here definitely looks like Sugar Creek or Berlin. Maybe the surrounding areas with the hills and stuff. Like the part of Ohio near where I live, where the Amish people live, looks like this with the hills and everything. Not overly hilly, but just like partial, like small hills and stuff. Few rock outcroppings, not as many as in this area, but definitely hills. Like even in my backyard, we have hills this size, so it gets pretty hilly here. People think of Ohio as flat, but that's not necessarily always the case. So, all right, I'm gonna find gas. I'll be back. There may be a gas station. I'm trying to learning how to read the map. I think the dark blues are gas. No, but that can't be because there's gas stations back here too. There might be one behind us though, kind of where I was looking, but further out. I may swing over there to see on the way back, or take my motorbike over. You got to know your map. All right, let's pump some gas. Glug, glug, glug. I pulled in the wrong side again. I'm always wrong about which side that... I don't... Where's the tank on this one? Maybe that's it? I don't know. Okay, well... Let's see if the... I want to check and see if the other place is a gas station too, though. So let's go look. So we're going back just straight down this road back towards the farm, but then we're going to keep going straight. I'm going to see. We'll be back. All right, so on the map here, we got a bakery on the left, and there is a gas station here. Oh, look at that. So now we know that there is a gas station here at Gasket. Just up the road a piece from the farm. The guy had a death wish. And cut through town to get to it, which is kind of cute. Remind me to go through town and look to see if we can find any of that machinery that's missing. Whoa, I guess I was looking out the back. Yikes. There's our little farm at the end of the street. I am excited to get to Australia. To Arizona, where I can set my wheel and stuff back up. Because this game, actually, for the first time, I feel like we are at a level where playing in cab would actually work and be fun. So, I'm excited. All right, so here's our mower. Let's get that hooked back up again. And we're going to put this tractor to work. Or the worker to work, anyway. And by the way, they did that other whole field by themselves, so that's pretty good stuff. There they go. And let's go ahead and hop in the case, or the Challenger, and I'm going to go back to the shop and return the things that we're done with and grab a baler. So I'll be back. I'm going to run over there, and we'll be right back. And here we are again at the gas station. I wanted to jump out and make it realistic, but instead I got stuck in the pump. So there you go. Life will go on. Life couldn't be a dream. All right, so let's go ahead and return this. And it's time to grab a baler. We're going to return. My paint is in deplorable condition. It's all right. All right, so now we need to rent a baler. And I think the John Deere is pretty much the only one that we have that wraps and bales. I'm pretty positive that there isn't a square baler that does that, but we can take a look. Square balers. No. That would be a no. Okay. My all-time favorite baler, the Vermeer. But we want to be able to wrap, and we don't have that many bales coming off the field. None of these wrap. The only one... Do these have an option? Oh, that's pretty nice. What's the difference? European versus American, maybe? And what's this one? I just want to see real quick here. And this one does not. That's all it is. Yeah. The Coon. I'm seeing if any of these have an attachment. Beacon light, yes or no? Yeah. So the answer is no, sir. Ranny Wap right. Round barrel. John Deere. Extra cover. Do we want the Bale Turner? Yes. I think that makes life a little bit easier. No, I don't want to buy it. I want to lease it. $5,000. Okay. That's not too bad. Jeez, oh, Pete. All right, and I got to return the other stuff, so let's go to the menu. I'll do that real quick. Hang on. Okay. So this is new to the game. Everyone was super excited about the C44-1R. And it's a nice unit. It does, I believe you have to stop when it dumps, though. We'll see. I'm hoping it does it automatically and that you don't have to keep like stopping and doing it yourself. But I don't know. Maybe it works like the fast bale. We'll have to see. In the meantime, though, let's get out there and see what we see. Ooh. Had a little... Almost had an accident there. That guy. So we're going to make our hay bales first. Hay bale. And that other guy, being me, is mowing. Hey. And the cows go moo. Moo. So it looks like we're not going to get a ton of bales off here. About one per row. Oh, it does slow down for us on by itself. What happens next? Does it just... It does stop automatically. I'm holding the gas. But unfortunately it stops the tractor, which... That's... Yeah. All right. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see what happens with the cruise control just for poops and giggles. I just want to see if it brings the tractor to a stop or if it shuts the cruise control off. Here it comes. Okay, it's slowing it down. I've just got the cruise control on. I'm letting it drive, except for the steering. I'm doing that myself. Nope, it stopped it. Oh, I got to put the other bale down. Yeah. So there's got to be a way to put that on auto. Reset, turn off baler. Z, turn on automatic drop. Okay, there we go. So now let's see. I want to see if it's going to shut off. Probably, but I just want to see. What it's doing right now is it shuts the cruise control off once you drop the bale, which it's not a huge deal. Yeah, see, so it does turn the cruise control off. You have to turn it back on. Okay, I'm going to get this done. Have fun. We'll see you guys in a few minutes once it's all finished. And then we'll have to bale the silage wrapping. So that'll be next. I was incorrect. It does automatically turn the cruise control back on once it's done unloading the hay. So if you turn the auto dropper off, or on, I mean, where it auto drops the bale, then the cruise control will come back on again. I'll show you. We'll do one round.
We'll do one round. Yeah.
So you can see here it's filling up. We're going to slow down in a second. Slowing down. And then it'll bring us to a stop. Bale going out. You can see in the mirrors, the thing opens, the bale goes out, and it's going to drop on the ground. I did not restart the cruise. It does it by itself. There you go. Cruise control back on again. Pretty neat stuff. So while it's not quite as fast as the Vicon, it's still... you can use it just as easily, so that's good. You don't have to keep turning things on and off. All right. I'm going to keep going. We're having fun. It's all right. We're finishing up the hay harvest, and I got lots of it. Got more than I thought I would. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 20 bales, maybe 25, which is great because we're going to need it for the cows. Yes, the cows will need hay. And so we'll just store it in our little area over there across from the cow barn. It's a perfect spot. Okay, and then we're going to switch over here to silage once this bale's made. But what I need to do first is to grab this tractor, and we're going to shove this bale off. And we're going to get that bale off there too, so we can... And then we can return the mower. Oops, that's okay. Everything will be fine. All right, so we're going to drop that there. And let's go back to the list of items. And I did return the motorcycle because I figured, anyway. Yep. Okay. That has been returned, and this tractor's gonna sit for a little bit. We'll use that to scoop up the bales once we're done with this. We'll go ahead and get this done. This will probably take some time to get finished because we have a lot of coverage to do. So this should be the last hay bale popping out. No, I don't know. Can you hire a worker? No, it doesn't look like you can. Nope. It just takes you to the go-to job, so you can't. Not possible to have a worker do this. So now you can see we're picking up grass. It'll be interesting if you have to stop and wait for the thing to wrap, or if you can keep moving while it's wrapping. It probably will allow you to wrap and run. Let's see what happens. Oh, yep, so see it allows us to go as we're... Once it starts the wrapping procedure. Cool. So our first wrap bale has been made. These are the ones we're going to sell. So probably about, I don't know if we're going to, doesn't seem like we might make any money on that. We'll see. I'm not sure what the silage bales are go for at their peak season, but we'll have to find out. Hopefully a couple thousand a bale. I mean, heck, they charge us that much. All right, I'm going to keep working this field, guys, and I will see you in just a few moments. But in the meanwhile, I'll see you in a few moments. I think we've already had our montage for the day, so I'll be back. Oh, by the way, we need a screenshot for the front page there, so there you go. Well, that took a long time. It takes a this baler's. The Vicon had me spoiled, man. This thing is slow as all get out. It took a long time to get that done, but we are finished finally, and I am at about 10% energy left. Hang on. All right, so I've gotten the baler returned, and I'm going to grab this tractor, and it is quite the mess, finally. We have a dirty tractor. Dirty little tractor. Anyway, sorry. We're going to pull this out here, and I'm going to use the forklifter to lift these bales onto the cart, and I think I can get 6 on at a time, maybe more. Depends. We're going to park that there, and I'm going to grab the tractor. We've done this all before, and I'm just going to store them. Where should I store these? I got hay bales around this side, which I don't need, I don't think. Why did I keep these? I don't think the cows took the hay bales. What did I do with, or not hay, straw, I mean. Maybe I could just sell them? I'm not sure what to do with those. But I got my tractor. So we're going to grab this guy. And I swear I had a weight, but I don't know what I did with it. So if I don't, I don't. It's okay. there a weight? No. I'm just looking to see if I see a weight laying around. I could have sworn I bought one. I'll have to look through my list, but it's okay if we don't have one. It's not too big of a deal. But, yeah, so we're going to get at least 6 bales on per load. This is where it takes longer doing this kind of vehicle, though. The reason why I like skid steers and stuff is because they turn a lot faster. Tractors have to get like lined up and there's 2. For those of you that can't count, there's 2 more. That's 1. Yeah, that took a long time. Baling took a long time this time. I am so good with this, as you can see. Shoes and socks. I almost shoved those other ones off the side. Let's check and see how those are doing on the other side. They're not going far, so it's not like I'm going down the road with them, so they're fine. We'll do that. We'll do that just to make it safe. And then I'm going to see. This should work. I should be able to get one more set on the back. So we'll have our 6 bales. And then we can do 6 more on top for a total of 12. And then they go into the shop. Still haven't decided where I'm going to put them. I think we should put them inside, but then again, I don't want them to be hard to access because we have the cow pen, the cow pasture right here. So I think I'm going to put them under that awning. I don't know, in real life, do they have to be inside or can they be outside as long as they're covered? Ooh. You can see there where the balance issue is. Fudge. That one's going to fall off. So here's how we do this. Ha 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 ha. Gotta be smarter than the wagon. Oh! Shoot. Okay, so maybe what this does is this ends up being... Oh, no, we could do that. We could do this. We're gonna... Nope. Oh. Fudge-a-doodles. Okay, so this is how we do this then. Change it up a little bit. Yep, and we just do one on the back like that. So you can see what I'm going to be doing for the next 2 months in this game. Just basically stacking bales. This is going to be difficult. They are... Yep. So 10 bales per wagon. Oh, yeah. I'm Michael Jordaning it. My tongue is hanging out my mouth while I'm trying to do this. Come on. There we go. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Okay. Let's just pop that right there. And get 2 more bales. This actually won't take too long. I can see it's about 2.5 wagon loads. I can see it taking me probably about another 20 minutes or so to get them all. And the silage bales are going to take longer because we do have more silage bales than we do the hay bales. There we go. My compressor's on. Oh, come on. And one more set. And we'll have a full trailer. So hopefully you guys had fun today as we played around on the American farm, Riverbend Springs. I've been very much enjoying this map. A lot of work around this harvest because it was mowing and small equipment, but we are progressing fairly well, and I think that I'm not sure what this harvest will bring us. It's not going to be a ton of money, but it'll be some, and that's a good thing. Look at that professional stacking job. You guys could have hired me as one of your workers in real life. However, I don't know how you guys do it in real life where they can't see what they're doing. Like, to do it from here, this is difficult. Somebody that's a really good could do it from here. All right, so we're going to take a break here. I'm going to fasten these on, and we'll just start the whole procedure backwards. I'm going to unload these over in the barn. I'll do that in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys enjoyed this haymaking episode, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. Don't forget, if you're going to buy the copy of this game or any of the DLCs or the other versions of the game, and you go to farming-simulator.com, which is Giant's official website. If you buy it from there, please make sure that you use my code Chapman, C-H-A-P as in Paul, M-A-N. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Have a great night, and we will see you around on the farm. Bye.